Let's get a little more World at War 85 defense of Frankfurt going. So, turn two. Who activates first? The Soviets. The 145th, the 245th, the 345th, and the 445th. If they are on the map or entering as reinforcements, they will activate. And they, in fact, are both on the map and some entering as reinforcements. This is the first of the 45th, and these units over here, the second of the 45th. They are not officially on the map yet. They are entering as reinforcements this turn. I have to pick which of these units will activate first, and I believe I will go ahead and use the first of the 45th and try to finish pushing these territorial units out of the way. So let's draw a card and see what the solo assistant has to say about orders for this unit. Maybe there's some cockamamie thing like run away, but I doubt it. Alright, so this down here, you see this icon at the bottom of the card, that means this is an offensively oriented card. So the orders are assault if the player unit is disrupted, or fire for point blank range, and fire. Use off-board or on-board indirect fire, or move and fire. So, got to decide where we're going to begin, have the headquarters in this game. I think that we should just try to get the headquarters over here to try to rally this tank here, try to get everybody moving as much as possible, and once again, because the headquarters is there, they pass that morale check, the leadership value of their headquarters, and now we fire. So these two units here are able to fire, effective immediately able to fire. And so this guy's going to fire across the river here, and there's an improved position in this place, so he's using their machine guns, 3 dice, needing 4s to hit, and let's see what happens. 3 hits, so that becomes 2 hits because of the improved position, and 2 saves because the infantry is in the city, and they failed both saves, so they are reduced and disrupted, which is exactly what the Soviets wanted. And so interestingly, the orders say assault if it's disrupted. They don't say anything about a bridge, so I normally, as the player, would not do this. But let's do a cross-bridge assault, and let's find out exactly how that works, because I've never done it before, but I know it makes it harder. Let's see, here we go. Cross-bridge or cross-river assault against an undisrupted enemy unit on the bridge suffers a +1 to the attacker's 2-hit number and a -1 assault firepower dice. The enemy also gains -1 to hit. So it says an assault against an undisrupted enemy unit across a bridge. So I think that means that the assault goes on as normal since this unit is disrupted. And so let's roll our 2 dice needing 4s for the assault, and that's a single hit, which is shrugged off by the improved position, and 2 dice needing 6s in return. It would be 2 dice needing 5s if they were not disrupted, so that's no hits. Neither side suffers a hit, but both sides are marked ops complete. Now, what else are we going to do? We can move 1, 2, 3, 4 down to here. 1, 2, 3, 4 over to here. Start taking some shots. This one here, we're going to be able to bypass them. Let's do, this is reduced. Let's take this unit here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you know that improved position there. Now they're gonna do the assault again. All right, so 2 dice. Well, no, you know what? I need to think a little bit about that because then we're all jammed up there. Let's think a little bit more. If I had a spotter that could see this unit, I would fire off some artillery. I could get a recon unit there. But the only way to do that brings them in range of getting fired at. Although the enemy doesn't have a lot of firepower. 1, 2, 3. So, all right, here's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and these units have no reason not to fire, so they will take their 2 dice needing 6 shot, and that's no hits. You know, they did have a reason not to fire because then they would not become ops complete, so we're going to leave them unfired. This unit would be firing only a single die, which cannot do anything against the unit in an improved position, so it's just going to be their ops complete. 1, 2, well, it's going to do the same thing. It'll be ops complete, but they already fired, forget it. So now I'm going to take this unit that has the headquarters, move 1, get it down the bottom here, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's losing a 2 dice for moving fire, but it's getting 2 back for the headquarters, so it's shooting 3 dice needing 4, and that's 3 hits, and so that becomes 2 hits and 2 saves, and one of them saves, but that is enough to wipe out this infantry unit. And so now the Soviets are able to begin moving across the bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're going one at a time here. 5, 6. These tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. And this other unit that was stacked with it will make the same. Maneuver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have to worry any about them. They can just sit right there. I forgot to do some command check stuff, didn't I? The headquarters was back here, more or less. I think exactly there. So that the artillery piece is in command. The other artilleries aren't. I'm going to talk about them. I'm going to pause this video in just a minute and talk about them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is ops complete. And so I have to pause the video and do a little work, and then I'll come back and I'll talk about what I'm doing with these artillery units here. So finishing this formation up here, I made the command roll for this hex, and they are in command. And so the truck's going to move there, and it's going to deploy the artillery there, and this truck's going to move here. It's going to deploy the artillery there. They're all going to be made ops complete, and the artillery units are going to be marked counter battery mission, and there's not going to be any artillery fire from NATO anytime soon, I don't believe. But that is the end of the first of the 45th, and now the second of the 45th will activate, and I am going to draw a card for them. But again, I don't think there's any real mystery of what they're doing here. I think that they're going to come onto the map and keep on moving. Yeah, fire, long range move, fire, move towards. Good order AEO is passes. Now it's not passing. So here this crew comes. You know what? I don't think you need to watch me fiddle around with these pieces and pull them onto the map and all that. I'm going to end this video here. When we return, I will have deployed these units out here somewhere, and we will pull the next card and see where that brings us. All right. Thanks as always for watching.